Let's talk about mindfulness today in the form of coping skills and coping mechanisms. So, first off, what's anxiety? This is a feeling of worry, fear, uneasiness when uncertainty comes our way. So, it's a natural, normal emotion that everybody feels and experiences, but it can feel overwhelming and interfere with your daily life if you're not dealing with those things and if you're not facing them, if you're just kind of letting them build, your anxiety also builds. And you're not alone when it comes to having these feelings. Like I said, they're completely normal. What is anger? Anger is a natural emotion characterized by like frustration, hostility, displeasure. Also, normal and healthy human response to situations that make us feel threatened, that we feel unfair, frustrating, all of that. So, learning to manage and express anger in a healthy way is important for maintaining relationships, emotional well being. So, what can I do to channel my anger, right? Left at the chat. And then, what is overwhelm? We don't think about this one a lot. We associate it with other things because it's an overcome feeling typically of stress, anxiety, and built up pressure. And when it manifests, it gives us, inability to focus. It's when you feel a lack of motivation, lack of feeling able to cope with the situation. You kind of just want to get out of there. And overwhelm typically is when we just take on too much is going on at one time, too many responsibilities. You feel unsupported by the others around you. You have a major life change. Like if you ever experience a big move, or you're about to have a baby, or you're getting married, like really big, big things now make everything else harder. And that is when you kind of feel alone, your mental health goes down, you don't want to be physically healthy anymore, your reaction time is a lot smaller, like you're very quick to anger, and you kind of just want to disconnect, like you feel burnout. So then, what if everything was neutral? Like, what if we were all on all of the meds and everything was neutral? We wouldn't let those external circumstances affect how we are in the moment. We could experience an event without making it all about us or making it all about this thing that's happening to us. This neutrality creates detachment to the outcome and the expectation, and it creates more of an objective view. And while it's important to be objective, emotional reactions help us grow, help us learn, help us build character, help us build personality. They help us have empathy and a depth of understanding of others. So it's important to acknowledge and process these emotions to help us create that resiliency in our mental and emotional well-being. And this takes time and practice. This is not a simple, like, 1, 2, 3, done. And ways to not let things affect you personally: listen. Okay. Breathing is incredibly effective. If you deal with a high stress environment at work and you come out of a meeting and it just really grinds your gears, literally doing 5, 6, 7 sets of deep breaths and letting it out, it's fantastic. It just lets it go. Um, but seek understanding of others, keep the focus on what's at hand. Gratitude journaling, keeping the focus on what matters. That's fantastic. And I love maintaining the attitude and demeanor of what you want to receive. If there's that cunty bitch in the office, don't be that person. Be what you want that person to be. Whether it's like funny and endearing or kind and open, Be that person, right? Just focus on finding solutions. Keep track of your personal goals. Just get in there. So, what are then healthy coping skills? These are techniques that help reduce stress, anxiety, other negative emotions in a positive way. It could be in the moment, taking a deep breath to slow down the racing thoughts, releasing tension in the point of focus. Like if you've ever done yoga, it's all about this, right? Like breathing, taking things in, letting out the negativity. It's very much in this world, sort of like removing yourself, going for a walk, decompressing in the moment. If you're a runner, people experience this runner's high because all you have time to do is deal with your thoughts. That's it. You think things through, but you're also really intensely pushing blood flow. Mental health long term, exercise, physical activity, letting it out, forcible deep breathing, strain in muscle. All of that takes a lot of mental activity to push through, so it gives you a place to channel it. Mindfulness, meditation, it takes time to even with our stimulation world to de-stimulate. So this one's a good challenge to practice in small increments. And that also includes deep breathing. Like I said, journaling, writing of any kind, creative activities. If you haven't been to a concert in a while, get out there, experience live music. Time in nature is so valuable. Hikes, turning off, listening to nature, deconnecting. I'm hearing a lot here. Talking to a trusted friend or family member, or if you don't, maybe a therapist. Self-care is so important and it feels so good in the moment. But talking to yourself positively, all of these things we tend to just overlook, but they're so important. And you can include other in those too. But taking the steps to improve your physical health also forces you to focus on your mental health. So, hope this kind of got you thinking about what you can start to fix, not even fix, but work on in small increments as time goes on.